the home of the 12s. They raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Ready! Referee! COVID-19! Ready!
They'll look to throw here on first down. This is the tight end Fant. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
19 tight, 19 tight, 10, 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
The Cowboys make over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On second down, here's Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1. Pierce is going backwards here. They come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
2nd down and goal. Prescott. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Again, it's Walker. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. They'll look to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down at 17. They'll drop the throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. How does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Cowboys make over first down at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. That's underneath to Pierce. On the move past the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Off the play fake. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. Pierce now up the middle, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Third and short yardage. Prescott into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawksans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Oh, look at the juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. The Seahawks at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Half the 60, half the 60. 18 runners.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st and 10, Prescott eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Prescott off play action. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go, check.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man. It's Brown. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, Parker.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their...
And this throw will be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Ready? 19 right. Come back in.
2nd and 3. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 head the street.
He'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done even.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. Prescott looking deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Dallas. On the return is Williams. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Out to his left. His throw incomplete.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
19 Tiger, 19 79 Broncos.
He'll look to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that, down the left sideline. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Throwing, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Walker. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Rashad Fenton, the one to bring him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Mike Hilton, always dangerous on the corner blitz, and he gets the sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 105 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense. But on game day, they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
And going right back to Walker. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Ready, set.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready up.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the victory here for Seattle, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Seahawks, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4.